My brother, Caleb, leaned back in his leather chair, swirling his expensive scotch with a smug grin. You know, Leo, he chuckled. Maybe if you stopped playing video games and got a real job, you could afford a place that wasn't a studio apartment in the suburbs. The table went quiet. My parents exchanged that pitying look they always give me. The one that says, poor, unachieved Leo. I took a slow, deliberate sip of my water, set the glass down, and looked Caleb dead in the eye. I actually bought a 4-bedroom house in the hills 2 years ago, in cash. The silence that followed was heavy. My mother's fork hit her plate with a sharp clink. Leo, honey, she started, her voice airy and patronizing. We know you like to dream. But houses in that neighborhood cost over $2 million. I know, I replied calmly. I'm the lead software architect for a global fintech firm. I've been there for 5 years. My base salary is $300,000, plus bonuses. Caleb's face went from smug to a weird shade of purple. That's impossible. You told us you worked in tech support when you moved away. No, I said, leaning forward. I told you I was working in technical infrastructure. You just stopped listening after the word technical because you wanted to talk about your new Porsche again. My dad cleared his throat, looking confused. But your car? You drive that old, beat-up sedan whenever you visit. Because it's reliable, I shrugged. And because honestly, I wanted to see how long it would take for any of you to ask how I was actually doing, instead of just assuming. I was a failure because I don't wear designer suits to Sunday dinner. I reached into my pocket and pulled out my phone, sliding it across the mahogany table. On the screen was a photo of me standing in front of a stunning, modern glass house, holding the keys next to my partner, Sarah. Who's the girl? Caleb muttered, his voice shaking. That's my wife, Sarah, I said. We've been married for 18 months. My mom gasped, clutching her chest. Married? Leo, how could you keep your own wedding from us? I looked around the table, at the people who had spent a decade treating me like a background character in the Caleb show. I didn't keep it from you, I said softly. I just stopped auditioning for a part in this family. When I realized none of you were even watching the play, I stood up, grabbed my jacket, and smiled. Dinner was great, Mom, but I should get going. I have a flight to Tokyo in the morning for a conference. I'm the keynote speaker. I walked out the door, leaving them staring at a cold roast, and the realization that they didn't know me at all.